Okay, I'm gonna do a look inside of this your Sato 150, Steve, and I had to go outside and get a large 17 millimeter wrench for this. This thing was really tight, and it was not wanting to cooperate with just this little crescent wrench. So I haven't done any heating or oiling of anything at this time. I'm just kind of trying to disassemble it as it is right now. There we go. So I'm just going to put parts in a bin here and remove this rear cover. That didn't seem really tight. Neither did that. Neither did that. I guess they feel all about the same. That one at least had the little snapping sound. And these black nitrile gloves from Harbor Freight are the 9 millimeter thickness ones, so they're very durable, but man, they are warm too. I might have to resort to heating this up a little bit or seeing if I can tap it with this mallet. Okay, there's our rear cover off. Looks really good. This looks like a very minimal or low time engine. That gasket is intact. Oh geez. I don't know, this thing looks really clean to me. I mean, I can put it over a bin and flush it with some alcohol for the most part. There's a little bit of residue in here. For the most part, this thing looks brand new. I mean, it's smooth as silk. Honestly, my personal opinion that this engine only really needs kind of a little bit of a cleaning. Right here, just clean it up a little bit. And I'm just not seeing any real need to do much of anything with this thing. It feels wonderful. I'm going to take the rocker covers off and see what things look like under there. Put some of my 3-in-1 oil in here. I mean, those races on the rear bearing are still shiny. I'm gonna go get a Q-tip real quick. This is basically just to clean any of that little bit of caramel, absorb some of that little caramel residue that I'm seeing in here. A little bit of hopefully you can see that race. If not, I'll go get a flashlight here and shine it down in there. Hopefully you can see the race of that bearing. It's perfectly clean. And there's not even any real corrosion or rust or anything on the crank, on the counterweight. This thing looks wonderful. Let's pop the rocker covers off here real quick. I mean, I could take the head off of this, but all you're going to see is a perfectly clean piston. So I think when I'm done looking inside here, Steve, I'm going to just contact you and type up my results of this, and before I have time to publish it, and get your response before I do anything like ordering bearings, because it's my opinion that this engine doesn't need any bearings. Just needs a little bit of... Oh geez, look at that. That thing looks brand new. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this engine at all. I would not hesitate in the least to install this on an airplane and go fly it right now. About what I can do is, if it's going to be a while before you fly this again, I can, before I send it back, if you agree to not change bearings, I can just fill it with Ballistol or Marvel Mystery Oil, or Ballistol is probably a really good choice depending on how long it's going to be before you actually operate this engine. I mean, this thing looks beautiful. I don't see any issues with it at all. So that's my analysis right now. I think this engine is in perfect shape.